actually had a question for you.
Yeah, man, calling in quick this week.
Oh, yeah, well, I actually got home from work, firefighting, and I just thought to myself, because I recently saw this while I was on my phone at work, and have you heard of a game called Hatred for the PC?
I've heard of it, and I've seen it going around the forums a little bit recently, but since I'm not a really big PC guy, I haven't watched the trailer yet. Why don't you tell me a little bit about it?
Well, from what I'm understanding, the creators have been wanting to create what's called shock entertainment to, like, apparently shock the audience, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
And one of them is basically, Hatred is basically about a guy. He hates the world. He says a monologue in the very beginning of the trailer, how depressing life is and how he hates everybody. And he goes on a killing spree, killing civilians.
Jeez.
It's caused a lot of controversy because of it's very gory and graphic. And
is it like a more serious Postal kind of?
Yes, a lot more serious. If you take a look at it, I don't recommend showing it on the live stream. It's pretty gory.
Okay.
And well, the only reason I bring it up is because, like, I was wondering, how do you feel about this sort of medium? Do you think it's something that should be embraced, or do you think it's something that should be hindered? What are your thoughts on it?
I don't think it should be hindered. I mean, there's an audience for everything, as long as it has the right barriers against, people that shouldn't play it. I mean, ideally, children, shouldn't be playing these kind of games. As long as that's enforced in the right way, I don't have a problem with these types of games existing, whether it be in the adult-only ESRB, whatever. I mean, we've had movies doing torture porn for the last 10 years now at least, with Saw starting the whole big thing not too long ago, and then even after that, though, we have movies that are purely for shock value. I would say Tusk recently is a good example of that, of a movie that really is just about, like, kind of shock value, about torture and just getting a rise out of the audience in a way. Another one was Funny Games, which I think is a great movie. So, I mean, that medium's been doing it for such a long time, and, I mean, no one complains about that. It's just, it's just they have it enforced in the right way. If it's rated NC-17, you can't get in unless you're 17. All those kind of things are enforced the right way. The problem with gaming is that it's relatively easy to get a game that really isn't meant for you, and I guess that's where the problem comes in. But I still say that doesn't mean that this should be hindered. That's the only way this medium is going to grow, is if we allow all these different developers to really just kind of speak their mind. I mean, there's a limit, obviously. There's a line that you have to draw somewhere. I'm not sure where that line is, but I don't want the Second Amendment rights, kind of being hindered.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
How do you feel about it?
Honestly, I respect their right to make it, and so by all means they should. And for the type of people who like it, good for them. I mean, that's their thing, honestly.
Yeah.
Me personally, that's not something I would go for. It's not something I would do. But I hope that the people who do produce this take the necessary precautions so that young uninfluenced minds who just do the first thing they see won't immediately take that as what they should be taking into the real world. You understand what I mean?
Definitely. I 100% agree. I mean, there's still studies going on constantly about the effect that video games have on children. Just recently, was that Johns Hopkins? I'm not sure who did it, but they kind of gauged how many hours per day is actually beneficial or detrimental to a child, and it seemed like an hour a day is actually a very good thing, especially if they're playing the right kind of games, things that develop the mind, puzzle solving, all those kind of things. And the children that were at 3+ hours, those are the children that get into this antisocial behavior and become too invested in the world and kind of lose track of maybe reality a little bit. Not to the extent that, I mean, some people I think are imagining right now, but it's still something that we need to look into further to really understand what exactly is happening when we have these young children playing games like Hatred or Grand Theft Auto or whatever else is out there. I think it's a very good topic, though, and something that we actually are going to discuss on Saturday, because we have a whole ton of topics ready for our 24-hour show, and we'll be talking about how video games affect children is one of those topics.
Okay, not bad.
All right.
And do you actually happen to see a trend going? Because I know for the last 10 years in movies, I'm not sure what started, to be honest, but things, I guess, I don't know how to really say this. I see a lot of the old movie morals kind of dissipating, and we go into the more, not obscure, but a little bit, well, I have trouble saying what exactly it is that I'm seeing. You know what I mean?
Because it's almost hard to describe in words because of the obscurity?
It's a little difficult for me to describe in words, but I just hope that whatever is affecting Hollywood, I guess you could say, to like creating more, escalating in terms of graphicness and lack of morals and things like that isn't gonna transfer over to the video game medium. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I 100% agree. Yeah, I mean, we were just talking. I think torture porn is definitely one of those things. It's just, I think there's movies that do it right and there's movies that do it wrong. One of the movies that does it right is Funny Games. Have you seen Funny Games?
I recognize it. Is it the one with that guy who dresses up as a clown?
It's the one.
No.
There's two guys, and they come to a home of a family, a mother, a father, and a son, and they're just dressed in like tennis gear, and they're very normal looking guys that just ask for a carton of eggs, and then it escalates from there where they intrude into the house and they take the family hostage and they torture them throughout the entire movie. But what is kind of interesting about the movie is that at no point does it actually show violence. And that's what's kind of interesting about it is when they advertised it, they made it look like another torture porn movie. And they kind of messed it with the audience that way, kind of insulting them a little bit. Like, you came to see this movie because you wanted to see violence, and we're not going to give you that. Like, that's what you wanted to see. We're gonna tease you with violence, and then every time it's about to start, we're gonna cut away, and you're not gonna actually see what happened. And the only time you actually see violence in the movie is when it's actually against the people that intruded into the house. So it's a very interesting movie, and it's a good example of how to do that right. I think I might have lost Mariano there. Mariano, you still there? Ah, damn, I lost him. But I understand completely what he's saying, that there's a certain trend in Hollywood towards torture porn just for the sake of shock value, and he doesn't want that happening to games so much, and I can understand that mindset. Kwanzi V says he notices the subscribe button. That is correct. We have a subscribe button. Hold on a sec. Let's start the show. That was a great call from Mariano. I'm going to start the show officially now. Thanks for coming in. We're already at 25 people. Getting a call from Joey already. I'm going to call Joey back in just a second. Obviously, the rest of the cast isn't here. It's just me on Thursdays, but Mike might be in the chat room. He is. Level Up Show Mike is in the chat room, guys. Welcome to the Level Up Show. This is Level Up Direct, episode 44. Every Level Up show will have a Level Up Direct right after it on Thursdays. And that is all dedicated towards talking with you guys, as I'm about to do with Joey in just a second. So Skype will be on the screen the entire show, guys, and you're welcome to call in at any point and interrupt me. We're going to be talking about any topic you can possibly think of, but we're also going to be promoting heavily our Extra Life charity this Saturday, starting at 8 a.m. Eastern Time, going all the way through 24 hours into Sunday at 8 a.m. Eastern Time, trying to raise money for Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, a part of the Children's Miracle Network Hospitals. So as you can see on the sign there, that is the link that you can go to if you would like to donate now ahead of time. But this Saturday, we're going to be trying to raise as much money as possible. We're already at above $400, and we have big plans to try and get up into the thousands, I hope. That's why we have some milestones there for us to reach over the next couple of days. But let's call Joey back real quick, because I haven't talked to Joe in quite a while. All right, let's let that ring.
Hey, what's up, Drew?
Hey, sorry about that, Joe. I just wanted to finish up the introductions real quick.
No worries. I mean, I was going to bring up what, I think it's M. Gomez that's in the chat.
Yeah, Mariano.
Talking about hatred.
Yep.
Like, dude, like, this is the first time, like, I've been playing games since I was, like, 5, you know? So violent video games were just a big thing to me.
Yeah.
And the game that he's talking about, you got to see the trailer for it, because it's, like, it's overly violent. Like, it reaches that point where I'm saying, holy crap, that's really violent.
Is it something that I can play on the show?
No, like, I don't think so. Like,
Okay.
it's just really, like, there's nothing sexual. It's just, it's so ridiculously,
hard.
like, you can. It's just super bloody. It's just mindless violence. It's like in black and white, the character that you play as has, like, this dark, brooding texture to him, and he just goes around, like the mechanics, like, I don't know what engine they're using, but it's like Gears of War if Gears of War just didn't care anymore. You
Wow.
know? And they just started slaughtering innocent people. And he just looks like he kind of looks like Jackie from The Darkness.
Okay.
And he just looks horrifying. And, like, I wouldn't want my kids playing this, not because I wouldn't want my kids playing scary games, but, like, you know, we're living in that era where our COD generation spawned swatting. You know, if swatting can exist, these are very impressionable kids. Like, you got to see the trailer. I just wanted to throw that and to say what's up because I haven't said hey to you guys in a long
What's
time.
up, Joe? No, real quick though, like, how do you feel about it though? How do you feel about a game going this far? Is it too far? Has it crossed the line for you?
I think so because like I can't really lump it in the same category as like a movie because when I'm watching a movie, it's like I want to see I'm supposed to be shocked when I'm in a movie, but playing a video game is like experiencing it. You know, like it's you know I'm gonna put you in the hands of like a soldier, but in this case, it's like I'm gonna put you in the hands of a psycho killer. Just go kill everything. At least GTA kind of had the option of like, I don't know, you weren't supposed to kill people, but you could. This one is just directly telling you, go kill people. Like,
innocent
for
people,
no
just
reason.
civilians for no reason, go on a hate spray. And I got something that really, it's especially, it's especially kind of disturbing because of the recent events, whether it be Elliot Rodger, you know, several months back, you know, his killing spree that he went on. Like, these kind of things are actually happening in the news right now, whether it be school shootings or whatever. So having a game on this is just, it's kind of a little disturbing for sure.
It was just going too far. Just like, I don't want my kids playing that kind of game. Like, I'll give them COD, I'll give them GTA. I would not give them this game, and I think that's saying something to me.
I'm going to keep an eye on. I think the chat room is probably going to be talking about this a lot tonight now that the topic has been presented. So I think this is a cool topic to talk about. It sounds like it's going to be kind of a topic of the night, guys, is how you feel about this new game Hatred, the trailer, and has it crossed the line when it comes to violence in video games. So we'll see where that goes, Joe, but thanks for calling in, man.
Awesome, man. I'll be watching.
All right, see ya.
Peace out.
All right, already 2 great calls tonight from M. Gomez and now Joey Vantera. Thank you so much for calling in, guys. As I was just saying, let's talk about this violence in video games. Is there a line? Have we crossed it with this new game Hatred? A trailer that Joe is saying I can't even play on this show probably. So you guys are gonna have to check that out on your own and then talk about it in the chat room. But real quick, almost finished introductions. Guys, I'm Andrew from the Level Up Show. We've got Mike from the Level Up Show in the chat room as Level Up Show Mike. So please talk with him. He'll try and feed me questions if possible. But I'm going to be very busy going with the chat, going to Skype, back and forth, talking with you guys. If you really enjoyed the show tonight, go on the Level Up Show, twitch.tv/the Level Up Show. Heart us, that way you get notifications whenever we go live, and you might notice that there's a little subscribe button now. You guys are welcome to subscribe if you really are a diehard fan of our show. Obviously, we would tremendously appreciate that, and we will shout you out and all that good stuff. Also, please go on Twitter at the Level Up Show, Level spelled LVL. You can follow us, like us on Facebook. Go on YouTube. We're very active on YouTube, and we archive every single thing that we do. So if you miss anything, because we go for 2.5 hours sometimes, you might need to go on YouTube to check it out. So go to youtube.com/levelupshow, level spelled LVL once again, and subscribe so you can see all those archives from the last 10 months. They're all on there. And finally, I'm Drew M1788 on PSN, and Mike is Noob Guru. Any PSN friend requests, any Twitch hearts, I will do shout outs. If you Twitch heart us, we'll get a little ding just to shout you out through Moobot. All right, so let's see what's going on. I'm going to start playing some trailers in the meantime, get the stream going, but still feel free to call in, guys. Things will be playing in the background. Thank you for the Twitch heart. That was quick. I'm going to pause this just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. We got a Twitch heart from Seth Alight. Thank you for the Twitch heart, man. Really appreciate that. Already above 50 in the room. Thank you so much for coming in. Back to the Destiny Taco Bell trailer for the bundle. Kind of a funny trailer if you guys haven't seen it yet. All right, QuanZV says it's called Hatred, causing a lot of controversy. Yes, that's what M. Gomez and Vantera called about. Elliot says, I'm never buying Hatred. That thing just looks so effed up. So it seems like it's crossed the line for him. Puss is in here. Welcome in, Drewgasm, Boosh. Thank you so much for coming in. And Elliot says, it reminded me of a very angry emo. Yeah, I mean, if he's got that Jackie look, as Joe was saying, from the darkness with the long dark hair. Yeah, for sure. Andy Zillick says, how do you feel about the media using games to frame with? I think what you might be referring to is maybe like when it comes to child soldiers and stuff. There was recently, I don't know if it was Fox News or something, but they played footage of Metal Gear Solid: The Phantom Pain. I think if they don't know enough about the medium, about the game itself, about the series, they probably shouldn't be playing the footage. They might be taking it out of context, putting it into a light it doesn't deserve to be into. So for that reason, it's all about how knowledgeable that person is that is presenting the footage. They need to actually know what they're presenting. If it relates, if it actually is in context to the story that they're discussing, maybe it might be okay to frame that way. Sticks and Bricks says awesome trailer. Yeah, that Taco Bell commercial is pretty funny. I like that a lot. This I think is called D4. Came out not too long ago for Xbox. So there's another trailer for that one. Guys, as I was saying, feel free to call in on Skype. The ID is the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds. No spaces in there. So we can talk about anything gaming related. And then also, once again, go on extralife.org/participants/the Level Up Show. Click support me if you want to donate towards Children's Miracle Network Hospitals. Getting another call from M. Gomez. We're going to pause this and take it. Hey, Mariana. Sorry I lost you earlier.
Yeah, my connection dropped. Sorry about that.
There's no problem, man. Do you want to continue off of what we were talking about earlier? Or?
Yes. Where did you last leave off? I'm sorry, it just it cut. So.
Well, Joe actually called in too, Joey Ventura, and he said the same exact thing, that you actually led him to check out the trailer, and he went to it, and he said that coming from somebody that has played violent games their entire life, this is finally something that kind of crossed the line for him a little bit, to the point where he doesn't want to play it. He would never want his children playing it. And he just kind of felt disturbed watching it. So, yeah, I need to watch this trailer. I can't rate at this moment, but it's kind of crazy. Sounds nuts how far it goes.
I would say just take a 1 minute break and just check it out really quick, because it's somewhat eye-opening. And what I fear is this being a catalyst to where if something happens, especially there was a recent, no, not recent, but I mean, there's been a lot of, here in San Antonio, Texas, we have not had a lot, but there have been some recent threats to some of our schools, like San Antonio College and whatnot.
Okay.
And, not for the threats, but for the ones that really do happen, I'm afraid that people will, when they're looking for an answer, they'll just immediately blame the medium of gaming, and it would make us as gamers look really bad.
I mean, it happens already. I mean, it always is the first thing they look towards. They search their dorm room, they search whatever, they search for any inkling that they play a violent video game, whether it be Call of Duty, and they might have a gamer score of 100 and put 10 minutes into Call of Duty. It doesn't matter. The moment they find Call of Duty or Grand Theft Auto, it's immediately about games for at least a little while. It sucks. It's definitely, we haven't gotten past that yet. We haven't gotten past that stigma that violent video games warp the minds of children and even teenagers. It doesn't really matter. And I'm sure in some cases it does. I think there has to be kind of a illness there. It can't be just off, they were normal and then they played games and then they got all messed up. I can't imagine that's the case. I think there's got to be something else there besides that. And I think there's got to be some addiction as well. There's got to be a lot of time spent in this world or in this mindset of violent video games for something to really warp your mind like that. But I think in general, it doesn't affect anyone any more than the news does, with how violent the news is, or movies, or books, or anything really, or music. You can blame it on anything, or you can bring it on their social upbringing.
They used to do it on movies. They used to just blame movies immediately.
Yeah. I mean, music too. I mean, there was John Lennon, all those kind of things. They blamed what was it, Catcher in the Rye, when it came to that guy. The book. Mm-hmm. I mean, it can go anywhere. It doesn't matter.
Are you familiar with the YouTube video maker? I'm sorry, I know that's not what you call him, but I can't really think right now. A little bit tired. But this guy, Alpha Omega Sin. You familiar with him?
I haven't heard that name. No.
He was making a post video where he would explain that a friend of his was actually arrested because he had copied and pasted not video game lyrics, heavy metal lyrics from a song that the creator allowed him to copy and paste, basically. And he was arrested for that because someone flagged him, and they took it as a threat. Maybe to not a particular place, but they assumed that he was going to do something tragic or something drastic. Yeah. And they questioned him for a few days. And he was upset by that, too, things like that. You know what I mean? That goes with what you're saying, how video games and movies, people just jump.
Yeah, definitely. I think so.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks, but I can understand the like wanting a scapegoat. It's the first thing you want. You just want someone to blame.
Yeah.
You want something to blame. It's just I don't know if it helps with the like the grief. I'm not sure exactly, but we're an easy target, gamers, especially right now with the recent events when it comes to Gamergate and stuff like that. And we just don't really look like very level-headed people sometimes because.
And do you believe stuff like this doesn't really help our case, or do you think it's just something that
I think so. Yeah, I especially if it does come to God forbid, another shooting or something like that, and they found that he plays hatred. It's those kind of things really bring down the medium another peg. It sucks, but.
Yeah, and did you hear about that guy, a senator or something? I can't remember what he is exactly, so this isn't completely accurate. But I do know that he said, bring in Grand Theft Auto 5, or bring in your violent video games. I'll give you ice cream.
No, really? Is it the, I can't think of his name. I think it's an Asian senator. It might be that guy. He's very well known for his hatred of violent video games, kind of like that lawyer way back. I can't even think of his name anymore. But
that guy.
It never ends. All right. M. Gomez, got to move on to some other calls, but once again, thanks for calling in, man.
All right. Take it easy. Thanks for answering.
No problem. See you.
Sure.
M. Gomez, really appreciate your calls, man. Thank you for bringing up a topic that seems to be going pretty crazy in the chat room right now. Also, thank you to 2 more Twitch hearts. We got Twitch hearts from Setha Lights and also from Soldier Price and Zweebek. Thank you guys for your Twitch hearts. That's already 3 tonight. Getting close to 1,100. Very close. Bring us to 1,100, guys, and let's keep a step further. We got to 1,000 on our last show. We had a huge celebration. It was really fun. Thank you so much for getting us to that, guys. We were just so excited to reach that milestone. What else we got in the chat room? Have you seen that awesome Uncharted fan film, says Soldier? I haven't, actually. I have not seen an Uncharted fan film. I will check that out. Maybe I can check it out tonight on YouTube or something like that. Let's play some more trailers. Keep these trailers playing in the background in the meantime. Puss says, Drew and Mike, should I buy GTA 5 or Last of Us, or maybe even COD, or even go against Ubisoft and get Assassin's Creed? I'm only going to buy one game next month. Well, it depends on what you've played, Puss. Have you played any of those games yet? Have you played The Last of Us? Have you played Grand Theft Auto? I mean, the only one of those that I've played is The Last of Us. If you haven't played it, I think that it's a must-buy, in my opinion, especially on PS4 with the upgraded graphics and all that. But Grand Theft Auto, I hear amazing things about, and I'll be playing that next month. Really excited for that. So, Karan Horn says, blaming video games is an excuse dealing with mental illness. Yeah, I think most of the time there's definitely some mental illness in the background. I don't know if video games brings it to a head. Who knows exactly, but it can't just be video games. It just really can't. Hey, we got Kristen in here. I wonder how she's watching. She must be on Wi-Fi. Kristen says Be Nice is my wife. She's also on the show on Sundays. So give a big hello to Kristen says Be Nice. Vantera says you'll be playing GTA 5 forever. I'm really excited. It's going to be my big game next month. Maybe Little Big Planet 3 as well. And Cool Casual Gamer, welcome to the show, man. I'm doing great. How are you doing? Really happy to have you in here. Let's see. Lord Zizi? Can't wait to play GTA 5 next month. Yeah. I know. I'm just so excited for all the little upgrades they've added into, all the new radio stations and the new wildlife and the new foliage, all that new lighting effects and just better graphics overall. I'm really excited. And their first-person mode. They've got a first-person mode now as well. Really cool. Kristen, are you free at work right now? And how are you watching? Are you on Wi-Fi? Far Cry 100% says Mike. Yeah, Far Cry does look really good, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be Mike's big game. What the puck? Cool Casual Gamer, glad you're doing well, man. Guys, don't forget, you're welcome to call in. We already got 65 people in the room. This is the Level Up Show, Level Up Direct. Special caller-centric episode that we do every Thursday. That's why our Skype ID is on the TV at the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds. You are welcome to call in right now. We've already gotten a call from Joey and Mariano talking about the trailer for Hatred and how violent it is, and how they both feel that it actually has crossed the line into too violent. Ah, nice. Kristen is able to connect for some reason tonight. Once again, thank you to Zweebek for following us on Twitch. Also, Soldier Price. Pussfield's Gab says, I heard you have to buy the season pass to even multiplayer. I think that's dumb. And Elliot says, is the first person in GTA 5 for driving only, or will be free roam too? I'm pretty sure that it's free roam. Could you clarify on that one, Mike? I think you know better than I do, but I'm pretty sure the first person mode is free roam, doesn't even have to be inside of a car. Nate's, how do you make the banners for the room? I just do it outside of the show on like Paint or Photoshop or whatever. Then you have to load it onto your phone and have the PlayStation app on your phone, have AR Studio within the Playroom, and you can use them together to put pictures on your phone up as banners. So that's how I do it. This here is the new, I'll turn this up real quick.
These guys are everywhere. Where exactly are we headed? Just follow me, like usual.
Shall we? Let's do this.
It seems that is going to be the big commercial push for Sony this holiday. It's a 1-minute TV spot, I think, and they're going to be playing it a lot, I think, to push hard with Destiny bundle especially. Slap yourself. Maybe at 100 I'll slap myself. If we get to 100 people in the room, I will slap myself. And also, as Mike said, AR Studio with the Playroom, and also you need the PlayStation app on your phone. Hahaha, puss. Man, what do we got? Cranhorn says, never saw that trailer yet. Yeah, it's a really cool TV spot that they're going to be playing. And as I showed off earlier, they also got the Taco Bell TV spot for Destiny as well. Slap bet. Yeah, I forgot all about the slap bet. Jeez, I still have that coming in November. Mike gets to slap me. Oh, man, I'm not looking forward to that. But I will slap myself tonight if we get to 100. We're already at 81 people in the room. Thank you so much for coming in. This is the Level Up Show, Level Up Direct, and we are talking all things gaming. You're welcome to call in, as Cool Casual Gamer is doing right now. Let's take this call. If it will connect, hopefully. It did. Hey, Cool Casual Gamer, welcome to the Level Up Show.
Yeah, Andrew.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Okay. I know I wasn't able to tell you guys, but I just wanted to say congratulations on your over 1,000 subscribers.
Thank you so much, man. Were you there? I think you were on Sunday
Yes, I
night.
was.
Yeah, it was so.
Yes, it was crazy.
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen it, we got it up on our YouTube to rewatch a replay of that moment when we hit 1,000 subscribers and just partied like in maniacal people, as Greg called it. It was so cool to have Greg here for that as well. So thank you so much to all you guys that followed us on Sunday night and brought us above 1,000 follows, even close to 1,100 follows actually, and we're almost at 1,100 now actually. I think we're 2 or 3 away from 1,100. So follow if you haven't already, guys, on twitch.tv/The Level Up Show.
Also, I just wanted to call concerning the whole ordeal with not only Gamercade, but also the trailer, the hatred.
Yeah.
I think the reason that the people that had made the game for hatred there was a point to the gameplay.
Yeah.
Basically, I think what they're trying to say is I think basically the way they think mankind or whatever shouldn't be alive is because that the world is so corrupt. It's just, I don't know, man.
So for you feel like hatred has this message behind it all. Do you feel like that's their plan, though? Do you think that they're actually going for a message, or do you think people are just searching for a message with this game?
I think they're going for a message.
Okay. I mean, we can't know yet. All we got is a trailer that is obviously over the top, gory, and violent. But who knows what the point of this game is going to be in the end? It's about a guy going insane, going on a hate spree, killing people. But what's the ending? You know, it all comes down to that last moment sometimes and how the game ends in order to really instill maybe something kind of cool in the message. That doesn't mean that that it's going to be okay for certain people to play, but it might be something interesting. You're right. We don't know yet what the point of this game is.
True.
So maybe we should do a little bit of a wait and see approach on this game.
Yeah. And also I wanted to say that the 2.0 update will be coming up Tuesday.
Yeah, that is correct. The 28th. I was really hoping it would come out this week for our Extra Life Day on Saturday, but not in time. But you guys can look forward to SharePlay finally being available with 2.0. You get themes, even dynamic themes. You get MP3 support with pluggable USB drives. You get a few other things as well, such as better management in the library and live from PlayStation features as well. So it's a cool update. And Tuesday, yeah, you're right. Cool Casual Gamer. Thanks for reminding me of that.
You're welcome. But I just wanted to let y'all know that I don't want to cut you too long, so I'm going to go ahead and get going, bro.
All right. Thanks so much for calling in, man.
You're welcome.
All right. See you later.
Later.
Thank you to Cool Casual Gamer for calling in. Getting a lot of people wanting to talk about hatred still. Go back to the trailers in the meantime. Derek's in the room. 9 Fox. Glad you're in here, man. Says, damn update on Sunset Overdrive. Damn, it feels good to have both. Yeah, Sunset Overdrive looks really good. I'm excited to see how the critics feel about it this coming Tuesday. This is the teaser trailer for Journey on PS4, one of my favorite games of all time. Getting another call here from an interesting name. I'll take it, though. If it will connect, we'll see. Hey, welcome to the Level Up Show. You are live.
Hey there.
Thanks for calling in, man. What do you want to talk about tonight?
I want to talk about, what do you think is one of the, an original PlayStation franchise, like Parappa the Rapper or Patapon or something like that we haven't seen in a while? What would you like to come back, for the PS4 with the next generation?
Legend of Dragoon, I think would be a good one to bring back. I'm a big RPG guy. That would definitely be one of them. I also would like to see the Xeno series return, whether it be in the form of Xenogears or Xenosaga. Those are really great games, RPG-wise. Chrono. I would love to see Chrono come back with Chrono Break, a rumored game from way back that was supposed to be the sequel to Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross. I would love to see that finally come back after being absent for the last over a decade. God, what else? There's so many. Is there anything that you have in mind right now?
Not really. I mean, like I said, Patapon, I love Patapon, and Parappa the Rapper. I'd really love to see a new Parappa the Rapper game, because I think there's not a lot of rhythm games now, and Parappa the Rapper was one of the most unique there ever was.
How about some of the rumors that Sony is going to get back Crash Bandicoot finally?
Oh, I'm excited for that. I hope so. I know Naughty Dog is too busy with Uncharted and other projects.
Yeah, so who would you want to see develop the next Crash Bandicoot if it came back to PS4?
I think Insomniac could do it. I mean, they did such a good job with Ratchet and Clank. I feel like Insomniac would be a good team to carry the torch from Naughty Dog on that.
You know who comes to mind for me is Sanzaru, because I thought they did a really great job with the Sly Cooper Thieves in Time. I thought that was a really great successor to the Sly Cooper series.
I agree. I love Sly Cooper. I think that's another one we need back. I mean, we just got Thieves in Time not too long ago, but I don't know if you beat that game at the end. It kind of, spoilers, kind of set it up for a sequel. So I'd love to see it.
I got about halfway through it. I need to get back to it because I really appreciate it. I thought it was a great game. I really liked all the costumes and the time travel mechanics were really fun. It created some diversity in the game. It was a really smart idea, and they really captured the magic of the original and the gameplay of the original series. So that's why I think Sanzaru is actually a really great developer for Crash Bandicoot. But that was a really great question, man.
They're working on Sonic Boom right now for the Wii U, though, so they're probably busy with that.
You are correct on that one. Yeah, that's true. You never know, though. I'm not sure how large the team is over there at Sanzaru, but you never know if they have a two-team development studio.
That's true.
All right. Thanks so much for calling in, man.
Thanks for letting me call.
No problem. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Love getting great calls. Thank you so much. Journey, one of my favorite games of all time, coming to PS4. Guys, let me check and make sure I didn't get any Twitch hearts. I did. We got another Twitch heart from 3 more people. We got Grizzkilla, James2814, and Dirk4153. And let's call out the other 3 as well. We also got 3 hearts from Sethalite, Soldier Price, and Zwebeck. That puts us above 1,100 hearts. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Back to the trailers and back to the chat room. You guys are still welcome to call in. Gotten so many great calls already tonight. Keep them coming. Any subs yet? We haven't got any subs yet. And Kristen says to shout out 602 Kid. So shout out to you, man. Thank you so much for joining the show. I don't recognize your name, so you might be a new caller. Yeah, new viewer, and you live in New York. Welcome, 602 Kid. Really appreciate you coming in here. 9 Fox, I don't think we've had any subscribers yet. But we're waiting for the first one, guys. If you want to be the first subscriber, go ahead and click on that subscribe button. I think it's $5 a month if you want to be a diehard Level Up fan. And Kristen is wondering what part of New York you're from, 602 Kid. And Spike says there's no free DC. Hell, the 60 game don't work correctly. I'm not sure what you're talking about there, Spike. Sorry about that. I came into that too late. Wasn't there a random boob just chilling way back, I remember? You might be talking about this. Breasty the Booby Ball. She's still here. She hasn't left. Bazooka Joe wants to know what's up with HBO Go. What's up is that Microsoft probably has an exclusive deal once again. We've had leaked images of HBO Go running on Xbox One. It's going to be coming probably pretty soon. Wouldn't be surprised if it's in the November update. So we've got to wait. We're getting YouTube finally with 2.0 update on PS4, but we're going to have to wait for HBO Go. However, we do know now that HBO Go is going towards a subscription service next year where you don't need to have Comcast or any cable provider. You can get HBO Go as an application on its own without anything else. So who knows what that's going to cost? What do you guys think? What would be okay for you if you wanted to get HBO Go? Would you want $10 a month, or would you be okay with $20 a month? I think it's more likely to be towards $20 a month, personally. 602 Kid says, do you ever present or feature gamers on your show? We want to. And we've had a few people call in that kind of plug their channel, and we're okay with that, especially if you are a recurring viewer of the Level Up Show. We want to help you out. If you want to try and get people to your channel, just call in, plug your channel. We can talk about what you do, what you like to play. So in a way, that's kind of like featuring other gamers that watch our show. Let's check out our PSN friend request real quick. And also, shout out to Dude It's Coke. That's another new viewer tonight. Thank you so much. That was Kristen that reminded me of that, so thank you, Kristen. Kristen doing her job tonight. Giving the shout outs. Let's check out our PSN friend request real quick. Puss thinks it should be $10 a month. Constantininti thinking $8 a month like Netflix. Don't really see that happening, guys. I think your expectations are a little high, to be honest. We've gotten a friend request from Lord ZZ on PSN. Thank you so much, Lord ZZ. Anybody else who wants to add me on PSN? I am Drew M1788, and Mike is Noob Guru. Keep the Twitch hearts coming, guys. Almost at 100 viewers now. If I get to 100, I will slap myself. I did promise that earlier. We've got Eptoman from Cardiff. Welcome to the show. Constantininti doubts that people will pay $20. I think you would be surprised. There are plenty of people I've seen that want to pay $20 for HBO Go. You have to remember how much cable costs. And there's a lot of people that pay for cable, and it costs them $80 a month, and all they get is some channels they barely watch and HBO, which they want to watch. So they could cancel all that cable stuff, get HBO Go, share it with some family members, split it 2 ways, $10 a month. Not bad at all, I think. So, Crayon Horn. Maybe I should play that, actually. The Avengers 2 trailer. I forgot all about that. I will play that a little later in the show, because that trailer is awesome. I'll just have to jump on IGN. I know they have it. Bazooka thinks $15 would be okay. I think $15 would be more than fair, personally. 602 Kid has 3,200 followers. That is awesome. Good for you, man. That is a strong following. Will you show the Hatred trailer? I am reluctant to show it because of what I'm hearing about it. I don't know. Do you guys think it's okay to show like live on the show, or is it too gory? Does it cross the line? DK Johnkovic says, I canceled my cable like 3 years ago. Best decision ever made. Yeah, I hear a lot of people saying that, and right now I don't know what we want to do. We have HBO, but we're missing so many other channels. We barely get anything else besides HBO. We get like AMC, which we like for Walking Dead and stuff, but man, like we're missing pretty much everything else. So cable is not good unless you spend a good bit of money. Pussville Scab says, don't get banned. Yeah, that's exactly the case. I don't want to get banned. Nine Fox says, no hatred. Okay, I think that's right, guys. I don't think I'm going to play this hatred trailer. Sounds like it goes too far, and I don't really want that on my show. All right. Do you watch Boardwalk Empire? No, I do not. I hear very good things. I know it's in the final season. It's just one of those shows I never got into. I watched Game of Thrones. We just finished 6 Feet Under recently. Mike says it's fine, the show just will kill your mood. So, no, I don't want to watch it then. Got another PSN friend request, this time from Savage Monkeys and Shattered Edge. This is Nidhogg here. Ebenezer Gamer says, Drew, you the man, baby. Thank you so much, Ebenezer. You the man, too. 602 says, Fearless Mantis. Is that your name? 9,000 on YouTube, 602K. Man, that's impressive. We can't build our YouTube following for the life of us. We have like 300 and something now, but it's hard to get YouTube subscribers. If you guys want to subscribe on our YouTube, please do. It's youtube.com/The Level Up Show, level spelled LVL. And if you want to subscribe on our Twitch, it's twitch.tv/The Level Up Show. So please do that. We will shout you out if we get any follows. Kristen just followed you, 602, kid. Hulu Plus is nice for TV shows. Yeah, I hear that. And that's one of the ones we're tempted on. Is it a good replacement for cable? Hulu Plus, is it enough to replace cable? I'm not sure. When is Mortal Kombat X coming out? I don't think it's this year, right? It's next year at some point. It might have even gotten delayed. Can't remember for sure, but I don't think it's this year. Okay, Kristen follows your Instagram. Okay. And says it features 25-second gaming clips. Very cool. Kind of like a longer Vine for gaming. I like it. Thank you, DK Jankovic. It is April 15th. Thank you so much. I will check that out for sure. We're getting a call from Derek. Let's take this call. Derek!
Senor Drew.
How you doing, man?
Doing good. Yourself?
Doing great. Thanks for calling in. What do you want to talk about tonight?
You know me. I have a question, as always.
As always, man. Go ahead.
Okay, so with Halo the Master Chief Collection coming out, do you think we'll ever see Halo the non-Master Chief Collection ever come out?
As in Halo ODST and a few others like
ODST, Wars, Reach. I think I covered all the bases. Yeah, I did.
Those ones weren't that popular, were they? I feel like those were like the least popular in the series. Were like Recon or whatever it was called, and like ODST and those ones. I could see them like throwing them in with another bundle, like with the mainline Halo games, but I don't know. I don't see them releasing those ones as a bundle, but I could be wrong. I'm not somebody that knows Halo as well as like Mike does, for instance. How about you? Are you somebody that would actually like to see that?
Oh yeah, especially Wars.
Okay.
But another idea that I was kind of thinking, maybe like come as DLC, give like the Master Chief Collection longevity.
That's true. Exactly what I was thinking actually is to plug them into an already existing bundle like Master Chief Collection, because I think Master Chief Collection is going to do crazy numbers. It's like really their big holiday push this year. They've got Sunset Overdrive coming out very shortly, and they have Forza right now, but really that's about it besides Halo. And I mean, with that name alone, it's going to do big numbers. So I think that's going to drive sales during the Christmas season for sure.
Oh yeah, prints the money.
Prints the money, exactly. Any other questions you got tonight, Derek?
All right. Okay, so if you could not see any actor, hold on. Who would be the one actor you would not want to see in a video game?
Man. Can I say Peter Dinklage again? I don't want to see him ever again in video games. No, that's harsh. He wasn't that bad, but let's see. An actor I would not want to see in video games. Let me ask you: Is there a reason that you came up with this question? Is there a specific is there a reason that you think that maybe big AAA actors shouldn't be in games? Do you think that's beneath them or?
Oh, I actually watched The Room today, and I thought I would never want to see Tommy Wiseau in a video game.
Okay, so you're thinking of bad actors that you wouldn't want to see in a game. Let me. Oh man, who's an actor that I can't stand? I would never want to see Dane Cook. He's not really an actor; he's more of a comedian. But I would never want to see Dane Cook in a video game. I don't really want to see Jack Black in video games again. I'm okay with Jack Black, but I don't want to see him in video games.
What about Nicolas Cage?
Ooh, man. I actually want to see Nicolas Cage in video games. I think he belongs in video games more than he belongs in movies, actually. Oh, man. That guy is one of the most bizarre actors ever. To have such, high-quality movies and some really great performances, and then to do movies like, what was it recently? Left Behind, or The Wicker Man, or Vampire's Kiss. What was that?
Rage. I remember passing a Redbox today. It was Nicolas Cage. Rage.
He does some obscure movies for sure. Knowing, which actually wasn't that bad, but yeah, I think Nicolas Cage is somebody that I would really like to see in video games. Actually, how about you guys in the chat room? I'm gonna keep this going for the chat room to respond to. But thanks for presenting the question, Derek.
You're welcome.
All right, see you later, man.
See ya.
And also thank you to the Twitch hearts. Let's check that out. Who do we get a Twitch heart from? We've gotten a few Twitch hearts from Dude It's Coke and Monstrous Gamer. Thank you guys for the Twitch hearts. I think we're already at 10 or so tonight. Thank you so much. Keep the Twitch hearts coming. We will continue to shout you out throughout the show, of course. What is this trailer? H1Z1. Coming to PS4 at some point. Drew Barrymore, says Kristen. So true. Why didn't I think of Drew Barrymore? I kept thinking of Men. I can't stand Drew Barrymore. And the reason I especially don't want her, and I think Kristen will agree with this, is we cannot stand her voice. Her voice is just the most annoying thing in the world. Thank you for that, Kristen. Drew Barrymore would be terrible. And I think I might have gotten another... Let's see. What did I get message-wise here? Oh, man. We already got an Extra Life donation. Who gave us an Extra Life donation? I will check right now. Mark. Thank you so much. I don't know if you want me to say your last name, but thank you so much for the donation to our Extra Life Foundation benefiting Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. Let me see if I can check out how much he donated real quick. Oh, man, $25 from Mark. Thank you so much from Mark. You're the man. It's for a great cause. All proceeds go to the children. All tax deductible. Nothing taken out. Even if you use PayPal or whatever. Nothing is taken out, guys. Everything goes towards the Extra Life charity. So please go to extralife.org/participant/the Level Up Show and donate. We're almost at 500 now. We're actually at 445. So I'll have to update that graphic if we hit $500. Lewis the Third, are you excited for PlayStation Update 2.0? We're all very excited for PlayStation Update 2.0. We really wish it was coming before our 24-hour stream because they're adding a heart button. They're actually making it easier for you guys to follow us. And they're also adding filters and all these kind of things to Live from PlayStation to make it easier to find your friends. All these different kind of things that are really cool. And not to mention themes and share play functionality and MP3 playback support. A lot of cool stuff coming in 2.0. So, we're at 101. I need to slap myself. All right, here we go. I'm not going to hold back. I will slap myself hard. All right, ready? Oh. All right, there you go. That was my slap. I hope that was hard enough for you guys. All right, oof. That hurt. Why did the Q report stop, Drew? I'm not sure, Ebenezer. I really don't know. They might come back. I heard that they are planning to come back. I don't know for sure. I don't talk with the guys regularly, but they're really friendly guys. They're really cool guys. They're very knowledgeable. And a lot of people that watched our show also watched their show. So I hope they come back at some point. There are a lot of good guys over there at Q. Plus, I have to do it again? Oh my god, I don't know if I want to do that again. That really hurt. If I got enough people asking me to slap myself again, I will slap myself one more time. Maiden, welcome. Good morning to you as well. Although it's evening over here. I have no idea what this game is, but I am playing the trailer for it. Is this a Wii game? I'm not sure. Oh, it's Pac-Man, yeah. Yeah, we're at 100 viewers. And I also slapped myself. If you guys missed it, I'm sorry. Thank you to DJ XAge. I'm not sure how you say your name, but you followed us on Twitter. Thank you so much. Anybody else who wants to follow us on Twitter, go to Twitter at The Level Up Show, level spelled LVL. And follow. We would really appreciate that. We will shout you out if we see it. I will follow you back, DJ. I just followed you back. Let me check. I got some messages from Mike and Kristen. Let's see. Did you see Birdman? Is a question. I have not seen Birdman. I think you mean with Michael Keaton. It's getting amazing reviews. I love Michael Keaton. I hear this is a comeback role for him, and it's really clever because obviously he played Batman in the past. I need to check this movie out. I'm hearing really good things. Thank you for the Twitch hearts. Really appreciate that. Let me check that out real quick. If we get to 150, I'll slap myself again, okay? I know some people missed the slap. Thank you to... Oh, I think he just subscribed again, but I'll say it again. Thank you, Dirk6239, for once again following us. Anybody else who wants to follow us on Twitch, I will shout you out as I just did with Dirk. And thank you to Ashin Libra for the PSN friend request. Okay, and it's DJ Sage with an X. He also added us on Skype. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate that. All right, Birdman was great, says Bazooka Joe. Elliot really wants to see the reaction to the Hatred trailer, but Constantininti told me not to. I'm getting a lot of people telling me not to play the trailer, so I'm not going to play it. Banana Man Joe, thank you for following us on Twitch. I think that's a repeat follow, but thank you so much for following. Plusfilled Scab, I don't believe that rumor that PS4 Slim is coming next E3. I can't imagine that's actually happening. Actually, once again, was that Banana Man Joe? I think it was. Let's check. No, we also got another follow from K2CP Rampage and also Banana Man Joe. Thank you so much for the Twitch hearts, guys. Keep them coming. And let's make those trailers run. Yep. Got another PSN friend request. All right. Kristen, are you a male? No, Kristen is my wife. She's just not here. She's at work, but she's in the chat room talking with you guys right now. Got another PSN friend request from Canova and also from Seth from the party. Thank you for the PSN friend request. Dirk, you can add me right now, man. Add me on Skype and call in. Anybody who wants to call in, please do. Skype is live. You don't even have to contact friend request us. You can call in at the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds, and we can talk about anything gaming related. Alright, people want to see some trailers, some movie trailers. I don't mind playing a few. I just can't go too far into movie territory. Don't want to tempt the Twitch gods to ban us. We just got a subscription finally. So we don't want to... First I'm going to play the Avengers trailer. Alright, let's play the Avengers 2 trailer. Oh, we're getting a call first. Let's take this call from Patrick. Hey, Patrick, you are live on the Level Up Show. How you doing?
Doing good.
What do you want to talk about tonight?
So I had one quick question, and it was like, so
In Destiny, the Crucible was super popular at launch, and it's already died down now because, like, contrary to Halo 2 and 3, they don't have, like, an in-place rank system yet. Do you think they'll introduce one? And if not, why not?
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand the last part. What do you want them to put in?
A ranked matchmaking system like they had in Halo 2, Halo 3.
Yeah, they have an odd system in place, in my opinion, right now. I feel like I'm constantly connected with people that I shouldn't be connected with the matchmaking. I can't imagine that they haven't gotten a lot of complaints yet. I could see them at least adding in another mode with ranked matchmaking. I can't see why not. Just keep around what you already have and add it in. I mean, there's enough people playing it a day, like 3 million or so, that they've got to cater to all the people playing in some way. They've got a ton of support to keep it going after launch, I'm sure. They've got DLC planned. I have to imagine they're going to add it in at some point, Patrick.
Yeah, like, because in the Halo 2 and Halo 3 series, like, the ranked matchmaking was some of my favorite ever.
Yeah.
There's only one update I think they could make, and that was, how in Reach they added seasons.
Yeah.
Like, they need some kind of season or rank decay, so you have to, like, maintain your status, that kind of deal.
Okay, that sounds pretty cool.
But I think that's something that could really complete Destiny. And also, have you seen any of the rumors about the new subclasses introduced in the new patch?
Oh, I haven't. They're going to add subclasses.
Yeah, it's one of the big rumors because, like, code divers have already accessed the DLC, and, like, every subclass is getting that third type of damage, because you know how there's 3 types of damage in the game. Currently, every class only has 2. Then you're supposed to add the missing damage type.
Do you know what they're going to name these subclasses? Has that been rumored yet?
No, I don't.
Okay, I was just curious if there was enough on that yet. There's been
no the exact.
Yeah, the exact names. I was just wondering how far the leaks have gone. I know, like, the map packs were leaked, or at least like the next DLC with like the 5 missions and all those kind of things were kind of already in the game in a way, and people kind of found them and stuff like that. So it seems like that's going to continue. I don't know how much they have on disc already. How do you feel about that, by the way? How do you feel about them potentially having some of this stuff already on disc?
Well, I'm not a huge fan of on-launch DLC or near-launch DLC because that means they released an incomplete game and they're making you pay for it twice. Like,
Yeah, definitely. I agree. I understand it. I understand that they want to keep the longevity with the game. They want to have legs, so they have to have this stuff planned way ahead of time. And for all we know, I mean, there's barely anything to this stuff that's on the disc. Maybe it's just like the map is there, but they still have to put in a ton of stuff. I don't know exactly how it works, but maybe they deserve the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, like on-launch DLC is, I think, kind of almost game killing, because that means that you had the complete game and then you sectioned off a part of it just for DLC purposes, even though it's already on the disc.
Yeah, and I think it maybe especially hurt Destiny, because that was one of the big complaints everyone had at launch, was that it didn't have enough content. So if this was on disc, then they really could have gotten themselves some better review scores and some better word of mouth if they would have actually made it available. Patrick, you still there? I think I lost Patrick. All right, but thanks for calling in, Patrick. Talking about Destiny. Still got a lot of people playing that game, obviously. It's got a huge following, even despite the negativity surrounding it at launch. Let's go back to playing some trailers. Thanks for the call, though, and anybody else who wants to call in, please do. And also thank you to Ashton Libra for the Twitch heart. Really appreciate that. And thank you to Squeakers. Thank you to Squeakers, and also thank you to Tom Bomb for the PSN friend request. Oh, do we have GFN in here? I think we do. Welcome, Rick, GFN. Thank you so much for calling in, or coming into the show. Lord ZZ wants to get Peggle. Yeah, it was exclusive to the Xbox One for quite a while, but got it on PS4 now. Very popular puzzle game. Always hear great things about it. Probably worth picking up. GFN, a.k.a. Rick, the Cheeseman Bauer. Welcome to the show, Cheeseman Bauer. Guys, Skype is still live, and also please check out that banner for Extra Life. We are trying to raise money for Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, and this Saturday, This Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern Time, we will be starting our 24-hour marathon, and episode 45 will be that night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Take a call from Chance. Hey, Chance, welcome to the Level Up Show.
Hey, what are you guys doing?
We are talking all things gaming right now. Is there anything you want to talk about tonight?
I want to talk about, well, I know there hasn't been a release date yet, but I wanted to talk about The Division, the new Tom Clancy game.
Yeah, The Division, I can't imagine coming out until next holiday, in my opinion. But we got a little bit of news recently, at least I think as a response to the PS4 no parity Assassin's Creed deal, where the executive producer for Division said that they are not downgrading the Division and they are using 100% of the PS4 as best to their ability, taking advantage of the hardware. They said the PS4 is a very powerful machine and it's going to be doing amazing graphics and it's only going to get better. So I think they're trying to combat the appearance that Ubisoft currently has due to that whole debacle on PS4 no parity.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just saying that this new Tom Clancy game that they're making, like with The Division, it looks.
Rainbow
I think
Six
it's going to change the. It's going to change the genre of like the type of games Tom Clancy's going to come out with, like the Siege and the Division. Like they're changing it up instead of the same old thing.
Yeah, Rainbow Six Siege
like.
I think looks especially good. I really like that gameplay demo from E3's Ubisoft conference. I thought that was probably one of the show stealers for them for sure. So I'm really looking forward to that. Rainbow Six is a series. The last one I can really think of was it like Las Vegas, whatever it was. The Vegas one is the last Rainbow Six I can really think of. So it's a series that has a huge following. It used to be just a massive game back on the PC. So it's cool that they're bringing it back, especially after Patriots got delayed.
Yeah.
So glad to see that's coming back.
It is really good that they did it, but are they still making Patriots, or did they just change Siege into, like, Patriots into Siege?
I think that's kind of what it is. I think they kind of canceled Patriots. They took some of what Patriots was. They made it into Siege. I think there's going to be assets from Patriots in Siege, but we're never going to see Patriots, I don't think. It's now just Rainbow Six Siege.
Well,
sorry about that. We just got a donation on our stream tip. I will acknowledge that in a second, guys. But thanks so much for calling in, man.
Oh, yeah, well, I just wanted to, talk to you guys and everything about that, and I wanted to say, I'm, happy to see...
I'm sorry, what was that? Oh, I think I lost you. Oh, man, okay. Well, thank you for calling in, man. Chance. Really appreciate your call. And I'm going to call back DJ Sage in a second, but let's check out this from Giant MC. Boosh! Drew, Mike, Kristen, and Mark. I'm guessing that is probably Puzzfilled Scab. Just donated a good bit of money. I'm not going to say how much. I don't know if he wants me to say. But thank you so much for the stream tip donation. Anybody else who wants to donate towards the show and not towards Extra Life, we're really pushing Extra Life, obviously, for the charity. But if you'd like to donate towards our show, you can go to streamtip.com/t/the Level Up Show. Any cent that we get from your donations, we will push entirely towards improving our show, making it better, getting better equipment, better mic equipment, whatever it is. We will help you. You are helping us improve the Level Up Show. So thank you so much to Giant MC for your donation. You are awesome. And now let's call back Sage, DJ Sage. Hold on one second. Let me find this. There it is. All right. All right. Let's see if I can get a hold of DJ Sage. It wasn't Scab. All right, it wasn't Scab. He just said Boosh. I thought that was a Scab thing.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, you got the mic and everything. Look at you.
Yeah. Just got to work at it, set everything up, man.
Nice. Thanks for calling in, DJ Sage, and thank you for following us and all those different things. So what do you want to talk about tonight?
Well, I wanted to talk about what's been on everyone's mind recently, and honestly, I have to say, man, I'm a little disappointed that the developers made this, but I would have to say Hatred.
Okay, no, let's talk about Hatred. We were, at the very beginning of the show, I'm not sure if you were here for it, we got 2 calls from M. Gomez and also from Joey talking about Hatred. M. Gomez was the first one to talk about it, and that led a few people to check out the trailer, and so many of them are saying that this is a game that has finally crossed the line into violent territory they don't really want to see.
Pretty much, yeah.
Now, you could talk about it. How do you feel about this game?
Honestly, I can see some serious class action lawsuits against this company for making something like this.
Yeah.
This is exactly what the judges of the law have been saying for years, saying that video games cause violent behavior, that it's the violent video games that cause people to have psychotic meltdowns because they can't tell the difference between reality and fabricated reality, which is fantasy. And this game is going to push it to that point where, I mean, we've already had people sit here and you know, we've seen news stories on the news. You know, everyone's watched CNN, everyone's watched, you know, everything. And we've seen news stories that have said that that this child killed his parents thinking that they would respawn just like they would in Halo and shit like that. Now, if this was to happen, if this game was to be put out and released, if their parents are not strict with their kids and actually give them the talk of the difference between reality and something that is not of reality, then you're going to be seeing a lot more mass murderers if this game comes out, because this is going to influence them to consistently do that.
So you really do feel that these kind of games do affect the minds of young people, especially
the young ones, yes.
Yeah.
If they're not mentally strong, then it's going to happen. It's going to make them think, oh, the world is such a shitty place. Let's kill everybody in sight in the most brutalist fashions.
Now, does that mean that you think a game like this should never release?
Like this, in particularly, it should never be released.
You really think that? Okay. Now, like, what do you have to say about movies that touch this kind of subject matter as well? Do you think that there's enough of a difference between the gaming medium and the film medium that this is different, that this affects people in a different way?
Honestly, when it comes to movies, you know, they're usually with their friends, and they can tell that's it's not real, because they first off, who's going to hire, you know, for an example, Morgan Freeman to be the main actor, you know damn well if they're going to hire an actor like that, it's going to be a falsified reality, pretty much.
Sure, yeah.
It's all staged, and you know it's nothing bad. But when it comes to video games, though, something where people are alone and they're doing this to themselves, that's when it kind of pushes it a little too far, and it drives people a little off the edge too far.
Yeah.
Like, you can only push a person so far to the point until they have a mental breakdown. Now, mind you, I'm bipolar, so I mean, I can sit here and say, you know, I know what it's like. But
I mean, if you're in that mindset, if you have certain issues, if you have things that you're battling already, like bipolarness or anything else, I mean, these games might affect you more than more level-headed person. You might have somebody that doesn't get affected at all, but if you have 10 people that do, that's all you need. You know, that's all you need is one person to take this to a point where they do a mass shooting, and then hatred is found in their room, and then the entire gaming medium is once again called into question. And let's not forget that we're on the cusp of virtual reality as well. And that's only going to push us even further into these worlds and into really living these experiences. And imagine hatred if it's a first-person shooter. I don't even know yet. I'm not watching the trailer just yet. I'm going to watch it after the show. But, you know, if this is a first-person shooter, and if it came out with Project Morpheus or Oculus Rift, and we have, you know, 10-year-olds playing this game, I agree. I could see it warping minds, and that's a pretty scary thing. So this is going to become I think it's going to become a big story. I mean, it has dominated the show tonight. It really has. Like, everybody's talking about it in the chat room. Everybody's watching the trailer. For it to be happening on the show like this, I have to imagine it's going to be spreading around all the different news sites, all the different gaming sites, and we're going to have some discussions on this in the future for sure.
Yeah, and I can tell you this as of right now, dude, it looks like it's a disaster waiting to happen.
Yeah. It's
not looking good, and I'm telling you, it's bad enough, you know how strict Australia is with its video game rules and laws?
Definitely, yeah.
It happened to us if this game's released. And the United States is not going to have its freedom of you know, these violent games with all this gore that, you know, all of us enjoy so much. Like, for an example, Gears of War.
Yeah.
You know, I enjoyed it because it was the gore, it was the fact of the story development and everything else like that.
Okay. QuanZV just corrected me real quick. It is a top-down shooter, is what QuanZV said. Top-down shooter.
It is. It's an eagle eye shooter, as I like to call it.
Okay.
And it's disturbing to see that this is what the game developers have to stoop down to create. They could create anything in the world because they could put their minds to it.
Yeah.
But why do they have to put their minds into that of a mass murderer that is so pissed off at the world that he has to kill every single innocent person out there thinking that they're not innocent?
Now that's a thing they bring the question is, what is their mindset making this game? And somebody called in the question, I think it was Cool Casual Gamer, and he said, maybe we shouldn't jump the gun on this. Like, all we have is a trailer to go off of, and we don't know what this game is really about. What if there is a message in place here? What if they are trying to tell something about violence in gaming? What if they're trying to say something about our medium and how it affects people? That's a possibility. And also, let's not forget, like somebody said in the chat room, whoever lets a 10-year-old play this game is a terrible person. That's the truth. And what if this game comes out to be an adult-only rating? That does make it very difficult for children to play this game, because that means you're not going to find it at Redbox. You're not going to find it at Walmart. So you've really got to go out of your way to get this game. And it's possible, if it's as bad as everyone's saying, that this is a game that could get that adult-only rating.
Now, but at the same time, though, there could be parents out there that could be buying it and then giving it to their kids.
Because they're terrible people.
They're terrible people, but it's just, if this game is going to be released, I personally think there's going to be more harm done in more school shootings and more everything. Unless, of course, this is going to make our government spy on everyone's privacy and shit like that, because it's going to give them the reason that they need.
Yeah.
It's going to give them the reason to pretty much keep an eye on all of us, including us, innocent people, just to make sure none of us have a violent meltdown.
Sure, yeah.
And that brings the whole, government, controversy into the whole thing. But at the same time, I know a lot of people that are watching the show probably understand where I'm coming from on this.
No, you're right. I know a lot of people do. There's a lot of people that are on your side. Thank you again for bringing this topic up on the show, so we could discuss it a little bit more in depth. So thanks for calling in, man. It was a great call.
No problem, and I'll definitely tweet you out to my 20K followers on Twitter, and I'll be watching via my Twitch account, which is K2CP_Rampage.
Okay, yeah, there you go, guys. Say it one more time. What was your channel?
It's K2CP_Rampage.
There you go, guys. Check that out, and 20K Twitter followers. So become another one of those if you want. Thanks for calling in, man.
No problem, and it's pronounced DJ Zage, by the way.
Yeah, I saw it. DJ Zage. I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
All right, see you later, man.
See everybody in the chat.
All right, another great call there. Seems like a real good guy. Nice to have him on the show. And check out his channel as he posts it. And if you feel like it, man, go ahead and just plug it in the chat room as well. He seemed like a real good guy. We don't have any problem plugging channels of people that are good callers and good members of our show. Okay, let's see here. What we got? It's only a game. Law-abiding citizens are soft. Yeah, I mean, there's a 50-50 here, I think, in the chat room. There's some people that agree that this kind of game should never be made, and there's some people that I'm sure feel freedom of speech and, these guys, like no censorship kind of thing, that these kind of games should be allowed. It's interesting. Okay, we're getting another call. We're getting a lot of calls tonight, guys. I'm sorry if that's taking me away from the chat room, but we also got Mike and Kristen in there talking with you from our show, so please talk with them as I take calls. Hey, MC Cormac, welcome to the show.
Hey, what's going on?
Not a lot. We just talked about hatred for a while. We're talking about all things gaming, really. Is there anything you want to talk about?
Yeah, I was wondering about how everybody feels about Daryl being in the new Silent Hill.
That's funny, because we had a question earlier in the stream about actors in gaming and kind of who wouldn't you want to see as an actor in gaming. I don't have a problem with Norman Reedus. I think that's a really good choice, actually. He's one of those actors that doesn't have too much recognition, where it's like, I don't know, like it's kind of like putting like a Tom Hanks in a video game, like with his actual, persona and his visual representation. That would be too much. That would just be too big of a name in a game. But I feel like Norman Reedus is right at that sweet spot. I think he's perfect for this game. He fits with the horror genre for some reason. I'm not sure why, in my opinion, but right. I'm excited for that. But I'm not just excited for Norman Reedus. I'm really excited for Guillermo del Toro and Hideo Kojima, two amazing game directors and movie directors together. That's pretty unbelievable. How do you feel about it?
I feel like it's great. I feel like it's really cool how Silent Hills, I feel like is actually getting back to being scary.
Yeah.
Hopefully, and it looks like they utilized the PlayStation 4 as much as they could.
Yeah, definitely. Let me ask you this: we've asked this question a few times on the show, and it always produces some interesting results. PT was first-person shooter, or first-person, I should say, and Silent Hills is, as we all probably know, most often for third-person. What do you want Silent Hills to be? Do you want it to be third-person or first-person?
Well, Silent Hill 4 The Room for PlayStation 2 was first person,
yes, exactly.
And it was the first person Silent Hill game. And I liked it, but I feel like the scare factor isn't as much. I like the third person.
Yeah, I think third person definitely fits with the genre. But at the same time, they did so many cool things with first person and PT that it is tempting just to see what they could do with it. I wonder if there's a way that you could play it either way, or that there's certain moments that are in first person and certain moments that are in third. I don't know. I don't want Guillermo del Toro or Hideo Kojima to be restricted in their imagination on this game. And I hope they just go off the wall and do every crazy thing they can imagine. Because Silent Hills is mostly about just playing with you, teasing you, like just warping the world and your mind and the reality and all these different things. And I don't think they should even really have that many weapons in this game, if any.
Yeah.
So I think they should really focus on that supernatural element that PT had. That was, I think, really, really cool.
Yeah. All right, thanks, man.
Thanks for calling in.
Yep.
See ya. Okay, I'm going to call back Robert in a second, but I need to acknowledge just a whole bunch of that. First of all, thank you, DJ Sage. He just tweeted out for us, and he's got 20,000 Twitter followers, so that's amazing. Thank you so much, DJ. Also, I got it wrong earlier with saying Puss donated to us. It was Giant MC. He's also in the chat room. Thank you so much, Giant MC, for your donation to our show. Really appreciate that. And thank you, anybody else who donates towards Extra Life. We got a $25 donation earlier towards our Extra Life, so thank you so much to that person as well. We're really pushing that right now, guys. Saturday, 24-hour stream starting at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. And also that night, instead of Sunday, we're going to be doing Saturday as our episode 45. So please make sure you watch that. I'm only going to be going for another 15 minutes tonight, guys. I end at 11:30, but we've got so many great calls tonight. And also, let's check out our Twitch follows once again. Real quick, let's see who has followed us on Twitch. I'm missing. There it is. On Twitch, we also have gotten some new follows from JWH28 and also Markrum1. Thank you guys for your Twitch hearts. Really appreciate those. And let me go back to Skype and call back, I think, Robert. Yeah, Robert. Let's take a call here. See if we can get an answer. Thank you, Pro Gamer Len, for following us on Twitch. Okay, I can't call Robert. He has to call me. Robert, if you're still in the chat room, please call in. I was talking to somebody earlier, so I couldn't answer your call. And once again, that was a heart from Pro Gamer Len. Thank you so much for hearting our show. Let me check real quick. That brings us to, I know, above 1,100. We're now at 1,107 hearts. Thank you so much, guys. Keep them coming. And we will keep the videos going while we wait for another call. Finally, I can go. Here we go. Robert's calling in. Hey, Robert, you are on the Level Up Show. Welcome. Hey, Robert, can you hear me?
I can.
There you go. Welcome to the show, man. What do you want to talk about tonight?
Well, this is the second time watching the show and first time calling, and I gotta say, this is a pretty good show. I actually enjoyed it so far.
Oh, thank you so much, man. I'm glad that you've come back to watch. We always love getting recurring viewers. It means that we're doing something right. Is there any gaming-related topics that you want to discuss tonight?
Yeah, a couple things, actually. I won't get into the whole hatred thing because that just seems like it's overblown, so I'm not going to touch on that at all. But one thing I've noticed, I've had my PS4 now for about a month or so, and gotta say, I totally enjoy it. Great machine.
Sure.
The one thing I haven't seen that comes out for the system, though, and I haven't seen much, and maybe you can shed some light on this. I haven't seen too many of the real good JRPGs coming out of Japan or anything like that. They were so prevalent on the PS3. There were so many. I mean, you had your choices, all the Tales games.
Yeah.
Bunch of different ones.
I know, honestly, I think the genre has been declining ever since the PS2. I mean, in comparison to the PS2, the PS3 didn't have near as many JRPGs. And I honestly probably PS1 was even above PS2 in that regard. So it seems like each generation there just becomes less and less of them. I think partially because they require such an enormous budget, especially if you want to do like an HD world, as Square Enix so often says is difficult. It's just there's such massive games, such long games that the following behind JRPGs just isn't quite large enough to support the budgets that they need for these games. Final Fantasy is one of the few that can actually do it. But I can say, like, last generation, one of my favorite games was Ni no Kuni. I thought Ni no Kuni was just fabulous. It was one of the best JRPGs I played in a really long time, especially in a generation that saw a fewer, I would say. And this generation, I mean, all we really know about is Final Fantasy 15, Persona 5, Kingdom Hearts 3. Is there any other ones off the top of your head that you can think of?
Those are the same ones that I've been hearing as of late. You don't hear too many. I mean, me personally, last generation, I actually enjoyed the Record of Agarest War series. I thought it was a great strategy game. Thought they were pretty quality done. The Tales series, the two Tales of Xillia 1 and 2, I thought were great. But yeah, I haven't seen anything new for the PS4 that are coming up. So, I thought maybe you could shed some light on that. Other than the ones you mentioned, that's all I've heard about.
Yeah, it's disappointing. And I haven't. There are other ones. There are some that are only releasing in Japan. I know when Colin Moriarty recently from IGN was over at the Tokyo Game Show, he talked about a few that he was really excited about that just are not coming here. Danganronpa is one of the games that doesn't come to America that I hear really good things about in Japan. That I think people should check out, especially if it gets localized at some point. But there's not a lot. There's Western RPGs. We had Bound by Flames earlier this year. We're going to have some Elder Scrolls at some point, and I don't know if you consider Fallout. That's kind of like an RPG. Those are Western style. How do you feel about that? Are you just more of a JRPG guy?
Oh, I'm an RPG guy in general.
Okay.
I mean, I like anyone that comes over. I mean, I've gone to a couple of different websites like Nisa and stuff like that. You can go to their forums and go to their request translation pages.
Yeah.
And the couple ones that I'm just seeing are like Omega Quintet, kind of hoping that comes over here. And, I actually get on the streams here and watch some of the people in Japan playing those games. I'm thinking to myself, man, those would be great if they came here.
Yeah, it's just, it doesn't happen that often just because there's not enough support. There's just not enough people that will buy it. I think Persona's going to do well over here. There's enough of a following. It did very well in the Vita. That was my first time playing the Persona series, actually.
I actually downloaded the PS3 versions because they were great. The Persona 3 and Persona 4.
Yeah.
And the first time playing them, they were amazing. I thought they were great.
Persona 4 blew me away. I'm so excited for 5 now after coming into the series with 4. So I'm really happy that Vita was the thing to bring me into that series. And I hope that it has a comeback this generation. Supposedly, Sony has a JRPG in the works. There's a lot of rumors from insiders on NeoGAF and stuff that they're starting their own first-party JRPG that they're saying is actually going to be a Final Fantasy kind of, I don't know, competitor in a way. I'm not sure why they would actually want to do that. That might not be a good idea necessarily, but I'm excited to find out if they would actually go back to like a Legend of Dragoon, bring that series back, or start an entirely new first-party RPG for this generation, because there's just not enough of them from Japan anymore. And it's something that me personally is very disappointing, because I grew up on Final Fantasy and the Chrono series and Xenogears and Xenosaga and Kingdom Hearts and all those great Secret of Mana. The list goes on. I mean, I love RPGs, and it's as a fan of that genre, it's pretty depressing.
Absolutely. It's funny. You mentioned the Xenosaga series and the Xenogears series, and when you said that earlier in the show, I was like, oh man, I remember those games so well. They were so good.
Yeah, definitely. So I'll hope, man. I'll pray for it, but we'll see what happens.
Definitely. Well, thank you for taking my call, man. You guys have good luck with the show, and you got a new follower.
Okay, great. I hope you call back in.
Definitely. Have a good night, man.
All right, see you later. Thank you so much to Robert. Really appreciate you calling in. We're just about wrapping up, guys, with the show. Got another 5 or so minutes. Let's go back to the chat room in the meantime. Kristen left. If she's still here, I don't think she is. Thank you so much for actually coming into the show. She got lucky that she could get on the Wi-Fi. Kristen's my wife. She's on the show every Sunday. She'll be here throughout most of our stream on Saturday as well. That might have been Robert right now that just followed us. Not sure exactly, but also Mares 365 and Z Strike City. Thank you so much for hearting us on Twitch. Really appreciate those guys. And thank you, Robert, for calling in. All right. People want to slap. Are we above 150 in the room? Let me check. If we are, I will slap myself. I'll slap myself anyway. Or not. But we got close to 150 at one point, so I will slap myself. All right. I'm going to slap myself once again. Pay attention. This is the last time it's happening. I'm going to slap myself again. Ready? There you go. Alrighty. Jay Voltage says, I miss traditional JRPGs. Ni no Kuni was amazing. Yeah, I miss turn-based. There's a lot of people that say that's never going to happen again because people have a short attention span and they want action RPGs. I would love to get a old-school turn-based RPG once again. I love turn-based. What else we got? Cran Horn, Final Fantasy IV, Star Ocean, Second Story. Yeah, those were great ones. I forgot about Star Ocean. All right, that's it, Puss. You're not getting it again. No more. Got another PSN friend request. Let's acknowledge those real quick. What was that? All right. PSN friend request. We're up to 11 now. We got Ashen Libra, GTR Carnage, Canova, Lord ZZ, Marcos, Mr. Squeakers, Savage Monkeys, Seth from the Party, Shattered Edge, Silent Snipe 18, and Tom Bomb. And guys, final Twitch heart push. I'm going to read them all off right now. If you haven't subscribed to us yet or hearted us yet on Twitch, go to twitch.tv/TheLevelUpShow. Heart us right now. I'm about to read them all off. So we got Seth Alight, Soldier Price, Zwebeck, Grizkella, James 2814, Dirk, Dude It's Coke, Monstrous Gamer, Dirk again, another Dirk, K2CP, Bananaman Joe, JWH 28, Markram, Pro Gamer Len, Mares 365, and Z Strike City. Those are our Twitch hearts tonight. Anybody else who Twitch hearts us, I will continue to shout you out. Go to twitch.tv/TheLevelUpShow and heart us. If you want to follow us on Twitter, please do. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube. We archive everything on there. Let me check real quick and see if we got any YouTube subscriptions tonight. Real quick. Thank you to Mark for donating on our Extra Life. Thank you to DJ's Age who subscribed on YouTube. Thank you so much, man. Very good guy. Also, thank you to Soulful Times for subscribing on YouTube. So 2 YouTube subscriptions tonight. Had a very good night here. A lot of great calls tonight. Rogue Galaxy, I'm sorry, was underrated. I played for years, still do. Yeah, that was level 5. The same guys that did Ni no Kuni, White Knight Chronicles. Thank you to Ashen Libra for following on Twitch. I think that was a re-follow, but thank you. One more game trailer. All right, let's see what the next one is. Oops. I'm going to have to fast forward. Let's just jump. See what happens. All right, what's going to be the next trailer? The final trailer for the night. I don't know what it's going to be. This is literally 5 hours worth of trailers that we're going to be playing during Extra Life. 5 hours of trailers. I'm all ready for tomorrow, or for Saturday, I should say. Would be nice to have Bayonetta 2 on PS4. I don't think that's going to happen. I think Nintendo published that, right? That's the only reason Bayonetta 2 really happened. Mike and Mubot just posted in the chat room our charity, our Extra Life. Please, if you want to support Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, as Mark did tonight by donating $25, go to there and donate. Help us reach our goals of $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, whatever dollars. We're really going to push that hard. All right, that wasn't playing. Now it's playing. Let's see what the next trailer is. Final Fantasy VII Remake. I really want it too. Uh-oh, it's rated mature. It has blood and gore and intense violence. I have no idea what this trailer is. It is Evil Within. There you go. That's your final trailer for tonight. The Evil Within launch trailer. What time does the Extra Life stream start? It starts at 8 a.m. Eastern Time and goes for 24 hours straight. Non-stop. Gonna try and earn as much money as possible for Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. Alright, it looks like DJ Zage wants to be hosted on our Twitch tonight. DJ, dragged you into this. I don't see why not, man. If you wanna, if I go down and nothing else is going on, I'll host you. I'll keep an eye out for your stream, and if I see you go live after our show ends, I will host DJ Zage. Far Cry 4 impressions. Looks great. Really excited for the share play functionality with that game. I know Mike is insanely excited for Far Cry. I think there's going to be a PS4 bundle. A lot of good stuff coming. No Man's Sky. Who is excited for that one? No Man's Sky looks unbelievable from Hello Games. PS4 exclusive. Giant MC works 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. That's just in time for our episode 45, though, Giant MC. We're still going to be running. When you get home from work, just come. We'll still be doing our stream. Non-stop talk shows for 24 hours straight. So that was Evil Within right there. No Sunday show this week, guys. Sunday show is moving to Saturday. Episode 45 with special guest Adversary Games is this Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time during our 24-hour Extra Life stream. No Man's Sky, yeah. Damn, that's one game I forgot to put in our trailer stream. Got 5 hours of trailers and No Man's Sky is not in there. So, too late to fix it, to be honest with you. Update 2.0 is coming this coming Tuesday with share play functionality. That is correct. Do I think PlanetSide 2 will be revolutionary? No, I don't think it'll be revolutionary. I think it's going to be really cool. It's a PC-type game that you don't typically see on consoles. Kind of like not Titanfall. It's kind of like Destiny on steroids in a way. So I think it's going to be really exciting to have that, especially if there's PC, PS4 crossplay. I hope there is. Pussfield Scav, you're ruining my Sunday night. I have a schedule. Sunday Night Football, Walking Dead, then you guys. I'm really sorry, man. But after 24 hours straight, I don't think we can do a Sunday night stream. We're going to be so dead. Thank you to Explosive Tries Games for following us on Twitch. Let me check and make sure I didn't miss any. No, I did not. So that was Explosive Tries Games. That's like 15 Twitch hearts tonight, guys. Final push. If you haven't Twitch hearted us yet, go on twitch.tv/TheLevelUpShow. Heart us. I will shout you out.
In a world where everything is powered by chicken and
this is... What is this game? I don't know. Oh, I think this is Cluck and Fluck. Or Fluck and Cluck. I'm not sure. Ridiculous name, but I'm pretty sure that's what this game is. I could be wrong. Push! Order season 1 of 2 Walking Dead today. Yeah, I need to play the second season. I love the first season of Walking Dead, and I would like to get the second season, but I'm not sure if I have the time for it. Guys, I think I gotta wrap up. That is it for me. Let me pause this, go to this, and just see if we can get some Twitch hearts. Turn up the volume. All right, guys, volume is all the way up. See if we can get some Twitch hearts with our final couple minutes here. Insidious 3 announced play trailer, please. Oh man, I'm wrapping up, M. Gomez. I'm sorry, man. I can't play any more trailers tonight. I gotta wrap up and hoping to get a final couple Twitch hearts here. We got anything else in the chat room? AGS function. Thank you for the Twitch heart. I've seen a lot of highly anticipated games like Watch Dogs and Destiny receive negative reviews because of either story or graphics. Honestly, they aren't that bad. What do you think? We talked about this past show, that we feel like it's not that reviews are worse, it's just that critics are utilizing the review scale to the potential that it should be. We used to be like an 8 to 10 scale, then it was 7 to 10. Now we're utilizing 5 to 10, and it's making games look worse, but it's just that the scale is being used in the way that it actually should. Thank you for the Twitch heart. That is now 2 Twitch hearts from Explosive Tries Games. V Fires, and also AGS Function. 3 Twitch hearts right there. Keep them coming, guys. See you, what up? M. Gomez, sorry about that again. Thank you for your calls tonight, man. Really appreciate those. Goldeneye, best MP game ever. N8 says, cool show, have a good night. You too, man. Thank you for coming in. Almost to 100% in Shadow of Mordor, says J Voltage. Heard really great things about that game, obviously. What do we get with the 2.0 update? Once again, you get share play functionality where you can virtually pass a controller to somebody else online. You get dynamic themes. You get MP3 playback support if you have the USB plugged in. You get better management of the library on PS4. You get better live from PlayStation features like a follow button. You're now going to be able to follow the show directly from live from PlayStation. You're going to be able to organize, thank you for the Twitch art, you're going to be able to organize your streams on live from PlayStation by friends, by shows that you follow, stuff by game. So a lot of management stuff in there. And more. There's more than that as well on 2.0 coming. Stuff that we haven't even heard yet, actually, that they haven't announced will be in 2.0. That was another Twitch follow from Titan Crazy. Thank you for the Twitch follow. Puss, good night to you, man. Thank you so much for coming into the show. As always, Boosh and Drewgasm. Ashen Libra, any good anime games for PS4? Is Naruto coming? I'm not sure if Naruto's coming. Titan Crazy followed, and thank you, Titan, for following. GFN, see you Saturday. Trees will rise. Yes, they will. Thank you to Airsoft Lord. Premature Twitch follow. It should show up on the ding any second. Wait for it. There it is. Thank you to Airsoft Lord for your Twitch follow. Rudy. Didn't really talk to you much tonight, but I saw Kristen was. Thank you so much for coming in the show, Rudy. Really appreciate you being here. Cag Murph, thank you for coming in. Thank you for the compliment as well. Bazooka Joe, glad you enjoyed the show tonight. Hope to see you back. Giant MC, also thank you to you, especially for your donation to our show. And guys, keep an eye out for Mubot, who just posted our charity. Once again, that is the link as it is on the banner. If you want to donate towards Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, you can through that link. All you got to do is click on Support Me, donate whatever you want. It could be $1, it could be $1,000. It doesn't matter. All proceeds go towards children from Children's Miracle Network hospitals all around the United States. It's a great cause. All tax deductible as well. All right, guys. Ash and Libra, I think that's it for me. So once again, guys, finally, these were all of our Twitch hearts tonight. We had Setholite, Soldier Price, Zwevak, Grizkella, James, 2814, Dirk 4153, Dude It's Coke, Monstrous Gamer, Dirk 6239, K2CP Rampage, Banana Man Joe, JWH28, Markram1. That was Shattered Edge that just followed us. Pro Gamer Len followed us. We also had Mayers365, Z Strike City, Explosive Tries Games, V Fires, AGS Function, Titan Crazy, Airsoft Lord, and finally Shattered Edge. Those are all of our Twitch hearts tonight. Thank you so much for all of them. Really appreciate. We went above 1,100 tonight for follows, and if you guys didn't notice, we now have a subscribe button on Twitch as well if you want to subscribe to our show. If you are that diehard of a Level Up fan, we would obviously really appreciate it. So that is it, guys. Let's wrap up. This is the Level Up Show on every Thursday and Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. I am Andrew. We had Mike and Kristen in the chat rooms tonight. Mike is Level Up Show Mike. Kristen, as Kristen says, be nice. Mark, our final member of the show, will be here on Sunday, or Saturday, I should say. Saturday, 24-hour marathon of Extra Life charity donations. So please follow our show right now so that you get notified when our Extra Life stream starts. We hope to see you there. We hope that you donate. Thank you so much for coming into the show tonight. Until next time, take care and level up.